Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Isle of Man in the UK. This is John and Mike's MMA Corner.
I am joined right now with Aaron Poston. Sir, you are fighting on the upcoming 19th of March card on Shamrock FC. But this time again, you're making, let's say, you're donating your purse to Fight for Blake this time round. You like to donate your purse to charity. Can you explain which one, Fight for Blake? What's this charity this time round?
Blake is, his last name is Blake Kazir. What the deal was, when this fight was coming up and everything, I was actually on Facebook and everything, and I saw some people post, the GoFundMe page for him and everything.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine, Trent Onler, I was on the phone with him and everything, and he said he was going to call me up and ask if I was still fighting and everything. I hadn't talked with him for a little bit, and he actually works for Blake's father, and said, I've got a charity that you can fight for if you want to, and if possible and everything. And I said, absolutely. But Blake is a 1-year-old boy. I'm not sure when it was, but he was diagnosed with leukemia and everything, and he's actually going through Children's Mercy and everything right now, getting the treatments and everything, starting the whole process.
See, you donate your purse to charities when you compete. I've noticed that, and what I've thought about is, have you thought about doing like a GoFundMe? I know you mentioned there, but have you thought about a GoFundMe in a sense of people can make any donation they want maybe towards what you're doing? So you can say, I'm donating my purse. If you'd like to add to what I'm doing, please go to blah blah blah. Are you doing anything like that?
I've never thought about doing a GoFundMe page like that. When I do all these and everything, every plate or every cause, every person, every family, they've always had seem to have a GoFundMe page. So I'm always trying to make sure that I get that out there and share that so everybody can donate. But I've never just kind of had one like say, hey, I'm fighting for this cause, go to this GoFundMe page or anything. I try to make sure that the money just gets out there, something like that. I'd want if people were to donate to a GoFundMe page. I think it'd just be easier if the money goes straight to the family on that. So I just try to pass the word on the family's GoFundMe page.
I love what you do. You see, I love. Like I said to you before, I love this kind of story in MMA, the things that people do, and this is something that you do with your bouts where, you enjoy competing, So the money side of it isn't what it's about. It's about the competing. It's about the competitiveness that, I want to win. And that's what I love about MMA, you see. That's why we do it. If you want to do it for money, you're probably not in the right sport, to be fair. You're probably doing it... Well, in fact, I think if you're in any sport, really, just to make money, you're not really in the sport for what it is.
You're not going to get what you want out of it or what you could out of any sport. You got all the professional baseball players and everything like that. They get the high dollar money and everything, but money isn't everything.
No.
And I'm okay without, the couple thousand here and there for each fight and everything. So I've always said there's plenty of other people that need the money more than I do. So I'm happy to give it away. It doesn't bother me one bit.
Now, like you like I said before, you keep doing these, you keep donating your purses. But the thing is, you're competing. You're still got a career, so to speak, with it in the sense of MMA. You're not just fighting purely for these charities, so to speak, or for these. You're doing it for yourself personally. You're not doing so bad lately. Let's be honest, mate. You're doing good. You're 2016. I imagine you want to have a nice little stellar run as well going.
I'd love to put together a few more wins and everything, and try to get on some of the definitely Bellator. Bellator, especially with the how they're tied in together with Shamrock and everything.
Yeah.
I'd love to keep fighting for Shamrock and work my way up to Bellator. Obviously, if getting up to Bellator, bigger money, and it's more money, and I can donate and give and help out others and everything.
Well, do you know what I think as well? I was about to say about the deal, the relationship that Jesse has with Scott Coker plays a big part with the Bellator factor, and I think if Scott Coker was to know about this, and they signed you on, they would be more than willing to, they would probably double, Viacom is a mega book company, they're not short of a few dollars. They would probably be willing to happily, donate, your fight money and match it, That's what I definitely feel they would probably do something like that, and like you say, work your way up the Shamrock ladder, so to speak. There's potential, there's a chance there with the Shamrock promotion. I love that they've got that relationship. It definitely gives fighters that there's like a light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak.
Oh, absolutely. Fighting for a promotion like that and everything that has that tie-in with a promotion like Bellator and everything, a lot of fighters, I think they just kind of give up on their careers and everything because they don't really see it going forward anywhere. That's such a great thing with Shamrock, though. I mean, you have that motivation to see where you can end up and everything. Just keep fighting for them, doing well.
Yeah.
The Bellator will take care of itself.
That's the thing. It will, but what I think is it helps Shamrock as well in the sense of it will encourage people to stay with the promotion, and secondly, it will probably entice a high quality of fighters as well. You'll get people wanting to come to the promotion more, knowing that there's ties and the links there. I think it's only just a good thing, and for yourselves as well, it helps with the potential exposure, and I think it's a very positive thing. And for fighters on the promotion, they must be excited about it. There must be like a little buzz thing going around.
Oh, absolutely. Like you said, there's really no negative to it. It's a positive for the fighters. It's a positive for the promotion. And it's a real great positive even for Bellator and everything. You get all these fighters that are building their names up on the regional market, and they get up to Bellator and everything, and you've got a real good following. And like you said, you got all these other guys, up in the level quality of the fights and everything, with everybody wanting to compete for Shamrock and get that chance for the big time and everything. Like you said, it's win-win for everybody.
It is win-win, and it does help get that. Like you say, I think it just helps the promotion. I think it helps both sides. For Shamrock especially, it's almost like they can scout these potential fighters for the future for free. That it's like a feeder promotion, but also on the fighter side of things, like you say, it gives light at the end of the tunnel. But about yourself personally, training-wise and everything else, what have you been up to then? The start of this year, have you done anything lately? Because your last bout. I forget what it was now. Was it back in November or something like that? I can't. How bad's this? My memories. Was it November your last fight? Was it off the top of my head? Sorry.
My last MMA fight, yes, sir. I fought for Shamrock. I don't remember the exact date.
It was.
What the situation with that was 2 days or so before the weigh-ins. My grandfather got put in hospice care and everything. And, I get into that fight, and I'm talking with Finney, and he knew about it, and Doniker knew what was going on, and they knew where that my head was just all over the place and everything. And I had it, I didn't want something to happen to my grandfather while I wasn't around, so, I'm holding back tears in the locker room before the fight, I'm holding back tears in the cage after the fight, sad to say, my grandfather, he ended up passing away the next week. He passed away the night after Thanksgiving. Well, then I was scheduled for a boxing match the following week, and I was fighting for a former English teacher of mine there, and my grandfather's funeral was the same day as that boxing match. And everybody kept saying, don't you shouldn't fight. But if I wouldn't have fought, you know, my English teacher wouldn't have gotten any money or anything like that. So I never really took time to really process everything. And, you know, I was talking with Finney and Doniker, and I said, you know, just like always, I was like, when do you guys want me to fight again? And I was kind of pushing to get on their January 16th card. And they told me, you know, just take the time off, you know, enjoy time with your family, you know, relax, enjoy the holidays. And I did. I think the date of that boxing match was like December 5th or whatever it was. And I took a good bit of time off. It was at least a month off of just doing nothing. It may have been 6 weeks, and I didn't really go in the gym. I just hung out with the family, you know, Christmas and all that, and went on a couple of road trips to different places. And just enjoyed myself and really cleared up my mind and healed my body, because I went through. I fought 6 times last year, so I fought 4 times within the last 6 months. So I was always just go last year, and I never really took time to really just relax and enjoy it. And then, you know, like I said, with the 2 fights with my grandfather in the hospice home and everything, I didn't really take time to process everything. So it was great. It helped out quite a bit with everything, you know, personally and with the training and everything. Just getting my mind cleared for that and ready to go for this next fight.
Well, do you know what? Hey, firstly, sorry for your loss. You know, it's crap when it happens.
I appreciate that.
It's crap when it happens. You know, I lost my granddad. It is crap, my friend. But what I liked there was what Jesse, you know, what Shamrock FC did. They said, go away. Basically, they said, we don't want you. In a polite way, they say, we want you to be the best you can be. So the best thing for you would be to go away. They didn't want to bring you in just so they can throw you in a cage, so you can make, you know, so you can sell tickets for them. They care about the fighters, and that is what I loved hearing. That part there was gold, because that shows that you've got a promoter there who cares about the guys he puts on that card. And you know,
yeah, I love Finney and Doniker. I love fighting for them. I love the whole promotion and everything. I've got absolutely nothing but respect for them. You know, not only because of that, but you know, one of the fights I had, I don't remember what month it was. It wasn't the November fight, but I fought for my Muay Thai coach's daughter, who had the heart issues and she's going through surgery and everything. And you know, I didn't end up. I came up short on that fight, so I didn't get the win bonus. But Finney stopped me in the cage, and in front of everybody, he announced that he was still giving the win bonus because it was going to the little girl and everything. And it was just, like I said, that really stood out for me. And you know, like I said, I've got nothing but good things to say about Finney, Doniker, the Shamrock promotion, everything. It's awesome. They are very, very great people.
It's great, my friend. Like you said there, it was for you. You know, 6 weeks off. You just had time with the family. You just got time to be. I'll say let's say be human. Be a human being. You know, not think about training. Not think about when you got to go for a run. You got to do jits class, Muay Thai. So just being a human being for 6 weeks. Letting your brain just digest everything that's going on, letting your body heal as well. Like you said there, that's a lot. 4 fights in 6 months, that's a lot. That's a toll on your body, because people think, oh, that's only 4 fights. It's not the fights, it's the training that goes into it as well. It's just a complete grind on the whole body, you know. And the human body needs time to recover, you know. You can't just put high impact on your body constantly, because it will eventually just go, no, we're tapping out to this, and you're more susceptible to an injury if you're worn out, and all sorts can happen. So, you know, I think it's a great thing that you've done, and like you say, you probably feel a lot more recharged, refreshed, and it was probably a better thing that you didn't do the January card and you're doing this card instead.
Yes, sir. I got to the point where I was getting so used to being active and everything, and I never thought about how I had that many fights in such a short period of time until somebody pointed it out to me afterwards. So I mean, it was kind of odd, and you know, kind of bothered me a little bit, not being active, not having a fight or anything like that. I really like having something on the horizon to keep me going and everything. I like having that motivation. So it's kind of, I'd come home and it was just, what do I do now? I ended up just taking. I'm not gonna lie. I ended up just taking a lot of naps, and it was great.
That sounds pretty good. I have to say, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Hey, look, I'm telling you. So that sounds like great that you've had that time off to have naps and relax. So you're training when you got back. Did you find that you had like an appreciation for training again? Did you know, because you probably missed it, and obviously at first, I imagine your body was like, oh, why did we stop? But at the same time, it was getting back into it again. You probably really missed it, and you probably appreciated it a lot more having that time off.
Really, what I really focused, or what I really felt and everything when I got back, I just kind of, it felt a little new to me again, and I know it's kind of odd being that it was only such a short period of time, but I felt kind of out of rhythm with everything, but, it felt, it started to feel again like it wasn't such a job.
Yeah.
Before, when I was just there every day, pretty much almost every day last year and everything, I was always doing something. It really started to become real repetitive and everything, and just kind of as a job. There wasn't that whole excitement to it anymore. So, it did help just having that short period of time away.
I'm with you on that, Aaron. I felt like that after a period of time where it just felt like you were pulling your teeth out at times. As much as I love MMA, when it comes to the training side of it, it just got a bit tiresome. There's only so many times you can shrimp without wanting to, just bang your head off the wall. You can drill shrimping all you want all day long, but it does get a bit boring after a while. As much as it is training muscle memory, being more efficient and being able to shrimp after 3 5-minute rounds at the end of a round, it's still a bore. Let's be honest.
Yeah, the thing is too, all the fights I had last year. I was trying to stick around the 145 area for the MMA and 147 for boxing and everything, but truth be told, I ended up that November fight. I fought at the 155 weight class, and then 2 weeks later, I did that boxing match. I was having to chug water on the scale and everything. I ended up in the 175 weight class. So just that fluctuation up and down with my weight and everything, it was great to just not have to worry about either putting weight on or really cutting the weight or anything like that. I came home, like I said, just relaxed. I'd take a nap, wake up, go get like McDonald's, come home and relax a little bit more.
And let your weight fluctuate upwards.
I don't think I'd ever enjoyed McDonald's so much.
And let your weight just keep going up, my friend.
Oh, and it did. I feel bad about it now. I let myself go a little too much, and I usually walk around probably 170 at the most. When I'm actually in the gym and constantly going. I think I got up to right around 185. May not quite have been, or may not have quite been that much, but I was eating everything. It didn't matter. On a couple of the road trips I went to, I was always stopping and eating at like food trucks wherever I was at. I was down in Dallas for one trip, and I went to some pancake house. I don't remember what the name of the place was, but they had an eating challenge where you could eat these 8 pancakes in an hour, but each one was like the size of a satellite dish. I was sitting there like, you know what? I'm going to give it a try. I just didn't care. I was eating anything and everything.
Hey, look, don't worry. I did it as well. I went Christmas time. I got a little niggle, little injury, so I couldn't train on my leg, you see, so it just really restricted my training. So I had time off, and I just ate. And then, do you know what? I was like you, my friend. I went above. Usually, I can float around about the one. In fact, when I'm training, I'm in good shape. I'm about 190 ish, but I ballooned up to about 205, and I was just like my trousers got a bit tighter, my t-shirts were a bit tighter, and I was like, I've got to start doing this thing called I'm going to start doing cardio again. Oh, it was rubbish. But look,
15 pounds doesn't sound like a whole lot, but it makes a difference.
Oh, mate, it does, doesn't it? I agree, my friend. look, you're fighting on the Shamrock FC card in March. It's gonna be a great card again. As Shamrock FC, Jesse always puts on a good card. You're going to put on another performance, because what I like is you've had a bit of time off. You know, this discussion we've had here, you know, you'll be refreshed. It'd be like last year didn't happen. Those 6 fights didn't happen. You're going to be recharged, ready to go, full throttle, and get, you know, like I said, mate, you've got that goal there with that potential. Build up that ladder to get to that Bellator stage. So, you know, Aaron, I can't wait for you to, you know, reach it. Really, I really do want you to get there. But before I let you go, can you let us know do you know what the GoFundMe page is?
Oh crap. I'm wanting to say, oh my God, I feel so horrible right now. It's right on the tip of my tongue and everything, but I can't say it. It's just like GoFundMe for Blake, I think. The name, if there's I'm not completely familiar with how the GoFundMe works, but like, the name is Blake Kazir. Sorry, I always say the name wrong. Blake, obviously Blake, and then Kazir is Cazier. And if people are on social media and everything, I've got plenty of it posted and everything. If they need help finding it, you know, with the Twitter, my handle is AK Poston, and the Instagram is _Poston. And you know, I'm actually I'm gonna get ready to post it here soon and everything. I try to always post the GoFundMe page at least once a week and everything. That way, you know, it keeps it in people's minds and everything. Trying to help out with getting that money up and everything. But oh God, I'm wanting to say it's just GoFundMe for Blake, and I know that sounds real generic because Blake isn't. You know, Blake is a real common name and everything. But
no, Aaron, I'll tell you what I'll do. No, it's fine. People will be able to go into the GoFundMe site and they'll be able to search for it. But what I'll also do is when I post this interview we put it on YouTube and SoundCloud, I'll put in the site link as well on our SoundCloud and our YouTube segment as well. Okay.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So I'll put that there for people so they can click on the link straight away, and they can, if they want to jump on and throw something on there, they can. Okay, so I'll make sure that link goes on as well. I'm more than happy to do that for you. And obviously,
that is awesome. I really appreciate that.
No, absolute pleasure. I'm more than happy to do that. And what about you said about your Twitter handles and stuff? You got sponsors there helping you out?
Oh yes, absolutely. You know, I definitely want to thank Unbroken Chiropractic. Dr. Heather has been with me for right about a year now and everything. And, you know, especially towards that last half of the year when I was really in all the different training camps, it almost seemed like she was working a little overtime, keeping my body put together and everything. But she has been awesome. You know, she's another person that's, you know, just great people and everything. So I love getting in and seeing her and everything. And then Integrity Bell Bonds. Jason Self actually runs that. He's a former Muay Thai coach of mine. So he's still a coach, but he's a sponsor as well now. And then clothing line called Get Some Gang out of Topeka, Kansas as well.
Smashing
and then, of course,
stuff.
You know, I definitely want to give a shout out to all the coaches and training partners at MMA Gym American Top Team HD.
I was going to say, yeah, give a shout out to you, Coach. Any friends and family, obviously, you want to give a shout out to as well?
Oh man,
just everyone who loves you.
Family. I mean, that my friends and family. That's they're the most important thing in my life.
That's a good way to round that one up.
My parents.
That's a good way to round that one up.
Hey, no matter how old I get or anything like that, I always gotta say I love you to my parents. You know, they've always been there throughout my whole life and everything. They've been pretty much the two most important people in my life, always. And I know I don't say that enough, so I want to make sure I say it now.
Aaron, sounds like you've got everything going your way for 2016. Everything's starting to, you know, after that, like say that you click refresh on a web page. You know, everything's coming back, and have a great fight. Have a great weekend, Aaron, and also enjoy your whole 2016, my friend, going to reach that goal.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.